Good afternoon, everyone. This is Marlon. I'm currently the head of Globe Solution Sales. It's a pleasure being invited again. No? This is my second consecutive year of doing this presentation, but this time I'm doing it in the four corners of my room. First of all, the presentation of Rina, it really moves me, no, because she talked about the education. Okay, so on our presentation today, uh, talking about how LSP can accelerate their digital transformation, we will touch base a little bit on the how to protect the children that is currently on in homeschool. Okay, so let me start my presentation. Hold on. Yeah, the deck is not moving. Hold on. Okay, sorry for that brief interruption. So let me start my presentation by defining to you what has been the impact of the pandemic across all industries. Generally speaking, all enterprise clients is looking at 2021 as very optimistic. But only those who are digitally transformed are really very confident, no, that they will have a full recovery in 2021. Okay. Uh, if you can see on my slide, so for example, healthcare, there will be a lot of changes when we talk about healthcare. Since the start of the pandemic, we saw a lot of telemedicine services. There are already big data and analytics in terms of the medicine. So we see already predictive medicine that is currently being in place. In terms of the financial industry, so a couple of months ago, so BSP came up with the resolution of a digital bank. It's really more of not only doing online banking, but defining or doing a transaction end to end through internet. The retail, we're seeing that it will expand in terms of their movement from the traditional on-premise moving to cloud. There will be a continuous growth in terms of the online delivery food. Real estate and utilities, beginning of the year, they will continue to decline, but with the new recent applications that are currently being developed, wherein local developers will push digitalization in leasing and selling and payments. So as a matter of fact, in Globe, we're developing some of these applications to our enterprise clients. The local service providers like the PCTA, we're looking on increase on bandwidth capacities because to compensate or to complement the work from home, the education at home initiative of the consumers and the business. Manufacturing, we're looking on end-to-end automation because 5G is already in place, so there will be a lot of IoT devices that will be coming in the next succeeding months. BPO was a industry that was heavily hit last year. And we're looking to have this BPO to recover within 2021 on a setup that will be a hybrid of a work from home and office setup. So that's going to be the setup of a BPO. And Pogo, we're still seeing as a further decline, or there will be still no recovery because of the travel bans. Okay, so 2020 has really had a big impact in terms of how we see the business and how we do the business. As a matter of fact, in Globe, if Knowledge Channel was saying about the corporate social responsibility in providing education through the means of television, during the pandemic, Globe had really accelerated the digitalization. As a matter of fact, when the start of the pandemic and during the lockdown, we helped enterprises to immediately made their home work from home setup by providing them home prepaid Wi-Fi. We did not only provide the access point, but we give them the ability to do loading automatic through our digital loading platform. We also touch base with the different local government units by providing cheap data connectivity and prepaid Wi-Fi for public schools. We even help some of our enterprise clients, retail, manufacturing, by developing their e-commerce platform, developing a contactless applications. And since ICT remains as a relevant solution in providing connectivity to our client, we have touched base about rolling out the infrastructure, copper cables, fiber optic cables, and we also made the headways in terms of the 5G and IoT. As a matter of fact, we are coordinating to a lot of the local government units to provide connectivity, to put up our 5G base station in order to have a better connectivity to our consumer. Okay, so this has been the acceleration that was done by Globe. Okay, so let me tell you about what has been the changes in terms of the pandemic. So how the consumer behavior changed. So TV remains the Filipinos' go-to media platform. 97.3% of the Filipinos watch TV. So we dedicate on the average around 5 hours every day on television. Digital media is fast catching as a preferred platform for accessing content. So from social media, through research, through reading emails. So 87% of Filipinos accessing the content through internet, because in the year 2020, there was a 55% increase in terms of connectivity, broadband internet that is being provided in terms of the whole archipelago in the Philippines. Because of the internet, because we extended the reach to different local government units, to different areas, video and domain subscriptions continue to grow. So you talk about Netflix, you talk about Hulu, you talk about HBO. So on the average, Filipino watches on the average 3.3 hours every day, which is far above on the regional average of 2.5 hours. So this has been the changes in terms of the behavior of our consumer when we talk about social media, or when we talk about the media platform. So my next slide, I will talk about what has been the changes, or in terms of the digital transformation or the digital landscape in the Philippines. So let me highlight first the general view of the digital landscape in the Philippines. In 2020, almost 74 million have internet access. As a matter of fact, this is around 67% penetration rate. Philippines is considered as number 12 in terms of the number of internet users, which is predominantly being dominated by the younger generation. And we also top, Filipinos top the way we surf the internet, because on the average, we do it almost 11 hours every day, or almost half a day. Okay? And 96.5% of the Filipino that is accessing the internet is via mobile. So it's either on the on your Android, on your iPhone, on the tablet. So based on the research, mobile devices have overtaken the laptops, the desktop in terms of the internet usage. 60% of the internet usage right now is happening on the mobile devices. This has been the trend for the last for the last 2 years, since 2019. Okay? And it was very relevant during the 2020 because we were on pandemic. To move forward, when we talk about the content, okay, 99% of the Filipino watch online videos because of the entry of the multimedia players coupled with the partnership with the telecommunication company, with the OTT, with the service provider. So there's really a big jump in terms of videos during the pandemic. In terms of apps, messenger apps, social networking apps, entertainment and video apps are still the top applications that is being accessed. But what is really very clear is during 2020, there was an increase in the access of the shopping apps. As a matter of fact, we define 2020 as the generation defining year because the Generation X and the Generation Z, since the first half of 2020, there was an increase of 55% online shopping because they are utilizing that platform for their basic necessities and basic needs. On the business side, predominantly there was a growth in TikTok. There was also a growth on distinguishing or the motivation to distinguish their brands in the online platform. As a matter of fact, there is already a rampant initiative on the entertainment commerce. We're in China, this entertainment commerce is the way the retailers now are selling their goods. So they provide entertainment on online shopping that was previously not present. Okay, so these are now predominantly in 2020. There was a big jump in terms of doing accessing all these shopping platforms, Lazada, Shopee, so everything. In terms of piracy, so although we're digitally transforming, piracy is growing directly proportional to the revenue of the video on demand. Okay, because right now I think the consumer, when you talk about acquiring a bundle in terms of having an entertainment, they pay huge amount or big amount of money for channels, for hundreds of channels that they never use, but they just want to have an access to a handful of enjoyable content that they want to have. So, meaning because of the growth in the internet, the likes of Hulu, Netflix, HBO becomes a very popular content that is being pirated. Because, for example, if I am a user and I want to watch The Crown, I want to watch Handmaid's Tale, or I want to watch as well another content, so I might have to subscribe to a different video on demand platform like Netflix, Hulu, or HBO Go, which predominantly will skyrocketed my my subscription on a monthly basis. So since internet is free, so there is really this becomes a very alternative way on doing video streaming by going to a piracy site just to stream some videos. So there's really piracy on the last 5 years has been continuously or directly proportionally growing with respect to the video on demand revenue. The next one is the top websites that is being visited. Google, Facebook, YouTube, Wikipedia. So in the last couple of years, they compose three of the top four. So I want you guys to pay attention on the number 5, which is the Pornhub. No? So normally Pornhub rank only 5, 6, 7 as the top websites that is being visited in the Philippines. Think about children, grade school, high school that is doing a homeschool, wherein these websites can be accessed at their fingertips, using their mobile devices, using their laptops. So us as a service provider, how do we provide value to our clients? How do we provide value to our consumer? What will be a key differentiator as an LSP to have somewhat, aside from doing a compliance in NTC, meaning to provide a value-added service to our customers, to our clients. Okay, so in doing that, I think in the last since February, I saw in the news that NTC or Philippines become the epicenter of the live streaming sexual abuse trade. So as a matter of fact, NTC is highly regulating the service providers to comply with the anti-child pornography. So I just want to share that in Globe, since 2009, since the law was passed, Globe has been actively supporting the government. As a matter of fact, in 2017, we invested around $2.7 million to our content filtering system to make sure that we filter all illegal, pirated content that talks about child pornography. So our security team has blocked 2,500 sites, no, that identified by the law enforcement agencies. So we tied up with the different law enforcement agencies, the PNP, the NBI, the FBI, some of the NGOs like the Internet Watch Foundation, okay, to make sure that we protect the right of our children in terms of the Anti-Child Pornography Act. So I fully understand as an LSP, considering the current situation right now, even 1/4 of the 2.7 or a quarter of 2.7 million will be very hard to digest. Okay, for a mere compliance in NTC. So what we are proposing to you is this is what we did. I'm just showing you a very high level diagram. So instead of buying this expensive hardware, having all the software license that is running on your system, so what we want to impart to our partners, to the local service provider, is we can provide you an intelligent platform that is residing on the cloud with no upfront costs. Okay. So since this is a compliance in terms of the NTC, we don't want you just to be compliant on NTC, but we wanted you guys to have a value-added service that you can extend to your consumer, to your market, to your subscriber. So this is something that you can monetize. But actually, this is not something about monetizing. It's about protecting the interests of our client. So the network is very simple. So we have an intelligent platform. We just filter all the illegitimate, all the malicious, all the suspicious queries, and we only allow all legitimate traffic to come in. So the way we do it is we provide on a per user, okay, as an extended solution to LSP going to your end user on a per user basis. So because in in doing content filtering, so there are so many types of solutions. You can have a proxy type, you can have a deep packet inspection. So when we did the analysis in terms of the business casing, the DNS is the most appropriate solution for the LSPs in order to provide some level of protection to your consumer and at the same time be compliant on the National Telecommunication Commission requirement. So in doing this, you can do categorization. So it really depends on how you want to set up. Really depends on how the behavior of your client. So you can set it in low, medium, high. We don't block only all the anti-child pornography, but we block all illegitimate or malicious website like illegal anonymizer, cyberbullying, illegal privacy, dating apps. So these are some of the contents that we block, no? That you will be able to extend to your client. So during this time wherein everything is about cost, I think as a local service provider, you have to think of what will be the value-added services that you can differentiate your company in terms of providing good service to your consumer. So this is one of what we're talking about. Since Ms. Rina was talking about the education, for us, we're talking about how we can help you protect the interest of your consumer, the interest of the children that is subscribed to your services, no, by providing you a solution that can be used or that can be extended to your subscribers. Okay. Next one. So, Globe Telecom as a company, as you know, so we are the leading mobile providers, catering over 80 million customers. So we are under the umbrella of Singtel and Ayala. Okay, but in the last 10 years, we have transformed as a company. So probably you guys all know us as a company that provides connectivity, a company that provides voice, a company that provides mobile, no? But we are more than that. As a matter of fact, in the last couple of years, because we fully understand the business, we fully understand the customer requirement, we have transformed as a service provider. Yes, we maintain connectivity as our core business, but we have carried different products to help our customers and clients. So we have a cloud infrastructure for clients that wants to move from on-prem to cloud. We still maintain our data center colocation for companies wherein their application can run in the cloud and want to have a secure perimeter in terms of securing the server. The business applications, Mint, our GCash, the Consulta MD, which is our telemedicine, AdSpark, which is our digital marketing that provides analytics to our clients, Yondu, which is our business application development, wherein we created e-commerce website, healthcare applications, so retail applications, so everything is being done through Yondu. And recently, we acquired a company called Third Pillar, which is one of the top partner of Salesforce to extend the solution to various partners that we have, to various customers that we have, to automate their business process from the CRM to the ERP. So we have acquired that client. So in moving to a digital transformed company, in providing all these digital products, we also invested a lot in our cybersecurity program. So aside from carrying all these various technologies, we are already the managed security service providers for different clients that don't have the expertise. Okay? For example, a retail, they do retail very good because that is the nature of their business. Us, as a technology partner, as a service provider, we invest a lot on these talents to make sure that 24 by 7, there will be no business disruption in terms of cybersecurity. So we have the different technology partner like Checkpoint, FireEye, SecureWorks, and our local SOC, which is also based, Yondu. So all of these are products that we carry because we fully understand the business. We fully understand our customer requirement. We fully understand our customer pain points. Okay, and in doing that, I just want to share as a cable TV operators, as a local service providers. Okay, how do you transform as a cable TV providers? So, as a cable TV providers, transforming lies on the four walls of the technological changes, regulatory changes, service changes, and socio-economic changes. If you will see on the graph, no, or if you will see on the deck, to address these key technological, service, and regulatory changes, the future of cable TV cannot be effectively addressed without considering a wider context of the ICT convergence. Okay? So when we talk about ICT convergence, the concept is basically taking out the boundaries between the traditional distinct ICT. So we take out the boundaries between being a telco, being a media, being a device supplier, or being an IoT provider. By taking out these boundaries, we talk about the technology trends. So when we talk about technology trends, it aligns with the service trend. So technology trends as simple as providing high capacity bandwidth to our client. Technology trends means utilizing your copper infrastructure to provide ADSL, VDSL, ADSL2+, HDSL. Or as simple as utilizing your existing coaxial cable to provide asymmetric data rate, the DOCSIS 3.0, the DOCSIS 3.1, or if you have a fiber deployment to run GPON. So this is basically a technology wherein you can run your service on top of this technology. The HFC, the OTT, the IPTV, wherein all these services can be run at any time, any device, anywhere. So this has been the changes in terms of the technological and service change. In terms of the regulatory, of course, you need to comply on the DPA, the NTC, whatever compliance, the ISO, the RA 9775, and of course the social economic changes. When we talk about because there is a powerful connected device, you can have your content that can be seen anywhere, anytime. Meaning there are a lot of increase on customers that is paying only on the content that they utilize. So this has been all the changes. So how do you address these changes? So in addressing these changes, the bottom line is you take out the boundaries of being a cable TV, of being a telecom, or of being a IoT, and have this a converged ICT-based service that you would be delivering to your client. Eventually, once you have this, you talk about SDN, the software-defined network. You talk about network function virtualization. So these are the next services, no, that a cable TV needs to invest in order to address the changing behavior of our consumers, of our customers. And to end my slide, okay, and to close, I would like to share that, meaning Globe's goal is always to align our products and solutions to our company vision. So ano ba yung company vision namin? Philippines, where families' dreams come true, business flourish, and the nation is admired. We know our customers are changing. Kasi ngayon, we live in a highly connected world with affordable devices and unlimited access to the internet. So, wag na tayong lumayo, no? Let's not look so far. Tayo na lang, no? As consumer. 'Di ba? When we wake up in the morning, the first thing we all do when we get up is to check our phones for messages or social media updates, 'di ba? Ganun na yung behavior natin eh. Kasi we are in a day and age where technology is proliferating. Dati ang technology is just a footnote on the business. But right now, technology dictates ano yung kailangan gawin ng business. It is up to us as a society to have a power over tech and not tech overpower us. We must use this to promote a greater good for as many as people as possible. So, as a service provider, as a cable TV provider, we are considered as technology executives. We are considered as trusted advisors. So kung kino-consider tayo as technology executive, trusted advisors, meron tayong duty. Ang duty natin is to help our business counterparts understand how technology fits into and enables their business. Yun yung trabaho natin. Maintindihan ng business on how the technology fits in to the business. So with that, meaning I invite you to talk to us. If you have questions, meron kami mga account managers that is in our booth. Okay? Talk to us. We can collaborate, co-create for a braver tomorrow. So let's collaborate to make Philippines business digitally transform. Together, let's move forward towards a resilient digital future and realize the immeasurable possibilities. So with that, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure doing this live session with you guys. So I was with you guys in beginning of 2020 sa Baguio when I did my talk, and again doing this on the four corners of my room. It's really a pleasure to everyone. Maraming salamat at magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.